Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Short Pit, a NASCAR podcast. I'm your host, Caleb McChesney. Alongside me, as usual, is my co-host, Chris Prince. Chris, how are you?
Doing all right today, sir. How about yourself?
We're doing just dandy. Recording here on Thursday at noontime, so a little more live than
A little more
usual.
live.
Uh, Coming off an all-star race that was hectic to say the least. Denny Hamlin coming home with $1 million. Um, we'll talk about the Dover weekend. With Kyle Busch picking up a win, Corey Day picking up a win, um, and off the track stuff, and we'll preview the Cook 600 down in Charlotte, where it may or may not be rained out. We'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, Dover, the first All-Star weekend there. We made it out alive, to say the least. Kyle Busch gets his 69th victory in the Truck Series. Corey Day wins the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series on a late pass of Justin Allgaier. That was cool.
Yeah.
Was a good All-Star race? The Gluck poll says 34.2% of the people. They do say yes. It ranks number 9 of 11 All-Star races. 2017 Charlotte got 18.7, and the 2022 Texas race got 11%, the lowest of any race in poll history. Ranks 14th the last 16 Dover races. Yeah. So, what do you think about the All-Star race in Dover?
I think the racing was good. I was very pleasantly surprised with the racing. I think it was the format more so maybe that didn't appease people, especially like anybody that just casually jumped in, because even some of the analysts were confused. But overall, I really was surprised with how the racing was. The resin really helped the top of the track open up. Seemed like it did kind of expedite that rubbering in that Denny and so many talked about before the weekend taking a while. But yeah, I mean, the format was a bust, but overall, the racing product I thought was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit of a wreck fest early. In those first two, obviously, like lap 2, you have the big one at Dover, and then where Ryan Preece lights on fire and all that fun stuff, and then you had another couple other wrecks, guys that were already like locked in, getting taken out. You never really want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the race itself at the 200 lapper, I thought went by really slow too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I would have voted yes on the Gluck poll.
Yeah, no. It was a drag. I mean, I think the racing product, like I said, was good, but overall, I wouldn't have either. I was probably more in the no category on that one, because of the overall like product. Like you said, you had guys who were locked in that didn't even get to race. I don't care that they had two stages or two segments, whatever you want to call it, right? Um, you call it the all-star race for a reason. Your all-stars should be in the race. Like, why did we take the opens away? It doesn't seem good. I will say, good for the fans showing out at Dover, because I think it probably saved them a race in a sense. Because it was announced that they're going to be going back to Dover next year, but they haven't decided if it's going to be an all-star race or a normal points race.
It should be a points race.
I agree. Yeah, I don't think you take a points race away from Dover. I think they're on the right track there now, especially after what we've seen with the package, because they had the higher horsepower, lower downforce, and then the resin kind of combination helped open that track up. So I'd love to see a 400-mile or 400 lap race at Dover for points, because I think it would be a lot better of a product than what we've been used to even.
Yeah, did you watch any of the lower series races over the weekend?
I watched the end of the truck race, which wasn't much to watch because Kyle Busch was already belt to ass at that point. And then I watched the end of the O'Reilly race and then caught what you were kind of talking about in our group chat.
Yeah, it was a hell of a run for Day at the end there.
It cements his way to the 48, right? Like everybody else.
No, for sure. We'll get to that in
in a minute
in the other segments.
There you go.
this isn't quite outlined for me, so I'll just need you to
Yep.
explain it to me. You have Brad Keselowski in bold lettering, and 10th with Bubba. What are you talking about here?
So let's do. We can wait for our next segment. I was gonna. What's rapid fire from around 9th to 20th right now is what I was kind of thinking, and see who we
Oh,
think's
okay,
gonna make
yeah,
the
we
chase.
can do that. Where I want to fit that.
You're good. That's my bad.
Weekly happenings, we can fit it there, but we can get our weekly awards in right now. Okay, 5:45. Weekly awards. Who's your terrorist of the week this week?
I mean, it's hard to not go with NASCAR for that format. I mean, it was kind of a. I feel like it's low hanging fruit, yeah, but I have to go with them because it was just a horrible format. So NASCAR gets it this week.
Unanimously at that point. Yeah. Not a great showing for the folks down there at NASCAR. They get the unanimous terrorist of the week. But how about a driver of the week?
I went with Eric Jones, my eliminator wheel pick from last week. Somehow.
Guy has speed for the first time in forever. I'm right there with you again.
Yep, I think that might be the first time two unanimous terrorist and driver of the week.
Well, it's easier with just two of us.
Yep, that's true. That's true. A little easier that way.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Weekly
it.
happenings. All right, let's do this. Let's do this idea that you got here for Bubba and Keselowski.
Okay, so let's run from 9th to I was saying like 20th in points.
Okay.
And let's see, just rapid fire. You can go. You can add. I mean, look at stats if you want, top fives, top tens.
Okay.
But let's see who we think's going to be in the chase. Now, you're assuming 8 drivers are going to be there. Like you have 8 locks already, so that'd
Okay.
leave you 8 more spots.
The top 8 or 8 locks right now.
Yeah, we'll just say that for instance. Those will be the locked in 8 for now.
Okay.
So let's start with Brad at 9th. Do you think Brad's going to make the chase at this point?
Yeah, he's run well enough.
I think so. I think it's yeah, he's getting better too. The team seems to be going in the right track as a whole. So I think that could only help Brad. So we've got now 9 drivers locked in. Bubba, is Bubba going to make?
Yeah. I'm not as confident in him as I am some of the other guys on this list, but yeah.
Okay. I think ironically we're kind of on the same page there. I think he's going to make it, but I don't know if it's going to be like a top 10 spot maybe for Bubba.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I was on that. I feel like these next 2 are kind of givens, but given the seasons they've had, Christopher Bell and William Byron. Bell's in 11th.
I'm more confident in Bell than Byron. I know they're only separated by 2 points, but
yeah.
Bell's got 3 top 5s, and Byron only has 2.
Not had speed either. I mean, tell me one track like ultimately where Byron's had speed and felt super competitive.
At Vegas, he put up a 3rd.
Okay, so
I even remember.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't have told you that. So 13
laps that day. It's been a down year for Byron.
Yeah, I think Rudy Fugel was on the morning drive and he was like, it's been an adjustment. He was like, we've been trying some things and maybe we shouldn't have been taking such big swings. He was like, but we're going to try to lock in for the second half of the season. So maybe that helps them. I think this is where it kind of gets difficult. So we've locked in 12 at this point. Ryan Preece is at 13.
Probably not. I don't feel great about the 60 car and their consistency.
Consistency's up and down. I don't know that. I mean,
no top 5s yet.
Yeah, and we've got Richmond, maybe, or is before?
Yeah, Richmond.
That's the only place I really feel super confident. I mean, you can make the argument maybe somewhere else, like a drafting track, but I'm okay with that one. Okay, Daniel Suarez.
No.
I like his improvement this year. Maybe
you're not, but
yeah, I think
he's got one top 5 on the year, and he's kind of He's kind of gotten back to the Daniel Suarez of old, hanging around the low teens, high 20s. Like, I don't see it.
Don't see it?
I don't see
Fair.
it.
15, Austin Cindric. So we've still got 3 open spots.
So I got 1 top 5, 4 top 10s. Yeah, I'll say yeah.
Okay.
He's on. Since Darlington, he hasn't finished below 16th.
He's stringing together some consistency.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see it. I think he could, if he doesn't get a win, he could probably point himself in. So I'm good with that. Let's go now. SVG. He's got the 1 win. Do you think he can point his way in with just the 1 win, or do you think he's
how's
going
he
to
doing on ovals this year?
Not great. I mean, he has
11th at Martinsville is the high.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't, because he had the Daytona and Atlanta graceful finishes. So,
oh no, he wrecked at Daytona.
A wreck to Daytona. Atlanta is where he had the crazy finish.
Yeah,
where
he finished 6th at Atlanta.
Yeah.
What we have San Diego left.
San Diego, yeah,
and Sonoma. Are those 15 bonus points going to be enough for him? I'll say no.
No? Okay.
I'll say no.
That one I think is going to be a little controversial because I think the bonus points might help him. I don't know that he's going to be like
he's only 6 above Briscoe.
6 above Briscoe. And
but he's like 40 above Logano, who's up next. So
true. So SVG, no. Briscoe, I think we probably could both say yes. Yeah. Logano, not a good season so far.
No, but the thing is, I gotta if I'm not gonna take SVG, I gotta take Briscoe, Logano, because Chastain, the Trackhouse doesn't have the speed this year. Allmendinger, stop, and that's your top 20. So I think if I'm not gonna pick SVG, I have to pick Logano to make it.
Well, you've got one more guy, and that's your guy, Alex Bowman. He's not in the top 20.
No, he's 34th. He's got 127 points. He's 13 behind the next guy, Ty Dillon.
14 races.
The car hasn't shown speed. It hasn't.
Okay.
It just straight up hasn't. He was able to drag it to a 3rd place at Texas. Talladega doing 3rd at Talladega is what it is. Yeah. 25th at Watkins Glen and 9th at Dover. And Dover's his best track.
Yeah.
And they were slow.
They weren't even a fast 9th. Yeah.
They were hanging around 15th like all day. I don't see it. I don't see Bowman pointing his way in from all the way in 34th right now.
Logano.
So I got to take Logano and Briscoe if I'm not going to take SVG.
No, I think the only place I might argue with you is the SVG Logano. I think that SVG could probably get enough points with the road courses, and if he can just get some stage
right, and he's 28 points ahead of Logano right now, or 38. Yeah, 38.
You would think Logano's luck's going to improve. You would hope, anyway, as a Logano fan. With the summer months, he seems to be a second half of the season guy, at least here recently.
Second half of the season team over there.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's not bad. I mean, I feel like that's a fair top 16. I think there could be some shakeups depending on, like Ross Chastain and Trackhouse, and then Logano and SVG. That could be the biggest kind of things there. But I feel like you probably got at least 9, maybe 10 guys you feel solidly comfortable with. Well, that was all I had for you, sir. That was my
that was the exercise of the day.
That was the exercise of the day. I got a question for you before we talk about the 600, though. Nothing crazy.
Yeah. What's your question?
All right. So I heard the other day. This is the reason I wanted to ask. You're a newer fan. We've discussed that before. Paint schemes.
We're in year 3.
Right. So year 3, paint schemes have always kind of switched and swapped for you. In your lifetime as a fan.
Yeah.
Does it matter? Do you care as a new fan seeing a different paint scheme each week on a car?
No, not really. Like
No.
as long as you have like the same general sponsors, like Elliott has what Napa, Prime,
UniFirst
Universed,
and Coke.
and yeah, I haven't seen a Coke scheme in a while.
Yeah, he's got. I think he's running one, and I
Kelly
think
Blue Book.
Yep. Oh, and Kelly Blue Book. Yeah.
Like I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Byron having Exalta, Raptor, um, Valvoline. Larson has Hendrick cars and Valvoline. Bowman, I get lucky. I have one sponsor.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the old way of doing things. But yeah, I don't really mind. It doesn't make a huge difference to me. Like I know that it's a big deal for the guys like my stepdad who left the sport after Dale Sr. died, came back, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know what sponsors out there. Like who's doing what now." Because that's never like the sponsor has never been my attachment to drivers. Like I don't
Yeah.
care that Jeff Gordon ran for DuPont or what was it, AARP at the end or
Yeah. AARP at the end.
like it doesn't make a difference. Have the same general colors, have the same like number font, and that's enough for me. And like at the end of the day, I'm probably gonna remember your name anyway, so it doesn't make a big deal to me.
I think that's you probably would align a lot with. Well, I mean, you align a lot with kind of like our age group of fans because I'm kind of the same way, and I've watched the sport since a kid. I was a kid, right? You had the rainbow car and then the flames for Jeff Gordon and Lowe's for Jimmy Johnson. It's like you had like that brand identity with the car, but I don't care enough about the brands to make it matter. Like I get like, oh,
Like
the
a bad
black
paint
number
scheme is a
3.
bad paint scheme, but
Yeah. I mean, if it's a bad paint scheme, it's my thing that I kind of think changed me was Casey Kane did that red and white Dodge car right there with Abraham. And when he did that, it was kind of like, okay, we can make cars more than one color and make it look good. So as long as the car looks good, like you said, the font on the numbers doesn't change, I'm okay with it. I don't really care. But I can see, like you said, with like people like your stepdad, my dad, even why they kind of get a little annoyed with it. But I think it's a little bit of an asinine subject to talk about in that sense. Like, why are you not watching the sport because paint schemes change?
speaking of asinine, Natalie Decker is still racing.
Yeah.
Making an ass of herself. She had a huge meltdown on the radio. I'm not sure why or what happened. But I'm over the Natalie Decker experience. I am.
I'm with Have you heard what Harvick said about it?
No.
Dude, Harvick basically summed it up the way me and you feel about it. He was like, I am in the no sympathy category. Like, no sympathy at all. Like, you are trying to make it in this sport. It's nobody's excuse, nobody's fault other than yours because she got caught speeding on pit road. She made the mistakes. So, I mean, she's in over her head. It's basically, I feel like, a effort problem more so now than it is anything. I get sponsors give you seats, whatever, but you should be out honing your craft, race an ARCA or go race on some short track. Quit trying to make this a show and make yourself some money because it's getting fucking annoying. Excuse my language there, but it's a disgrace for her to run in the top 3 series and have to talk about her as much as we have this year.
And people want to lose their mind over Cletus. Like,
at least Cletus is making efforts, like we've said.
Who doesn't make an ass of himself every week?
Yeah, he's not becoming a problem, right? Like that's the best way to put it. When he's in the series, he's not a bad star or spotlight. So I have no sympathy for her. Like if she wants to change it, cool, like good for her. But at this point, you need to go on and do something else because I think it's not working. Would be a nice way to put it.
NASCAR Hall of Fame class came out. Speaking of Happy Harvick, Harvick, Jeff Burton, and Larry Phillips are all in the Hall of Fame. Any surprises? Any thoughts? Any?
Harvick's a no-brainer to me. I feel like in that class,
Yeah.
I think he's your only first ballot there in that class when you look at it. Burton was a little surprising, not to say like I don't think he's meant to be a Hall of Famer, but you kind of mentioned it. Like we thought Biffle might get a little bit of a bump with everything that happened. So that was probably a little shocking to me, but I think Biffle will get in at some point. But no, and I honestly, as a my age of fan, I didn't even know who Larry Phillips was. I had to go look him up. So there was a lot of guys on that ballot that I didn't know. I had to go look up, other than Ernie Elliott, and that's just because I'm an Elliott fan.
Yeah, Chase couldn't politic his way into that one.
No, couldn't politic his way into that one. But I will say,
maybe if you smiled more.
I don't know. I kind of liked Spicy Chase at the All-Star race.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. That's good for the sport.
We need some personality out of him instead of just this it's okay, I guess, type of situations. But I think fan votes should matter.
Yeah.
I think the fan votes should matter just a little more in that aspect, though. Not to like side with the Elliots, right? Like, I don't really care if Ernie Elliott makes it in ultimately, but it's a fan sport. Like, give him a little bit more of a pull.
Give him one guy. Like, have a guy get in on the fan vote like they do for the All-Star race. Give him one guy.
One guy, yeah. Give the fans one guy to vote in every year if you're going to do an induction class. I think that'd be fair. That'd be cool to see at least.
And then some driver news this weekend. Kyle Busch out this weekend due to illness. He was supposed to run the truck race for Hendrick Motorsports. They had a specially designed Memorial Day paint scheme. I was going to buy a T-shirt. Thank God I didn't. Because we're like, oh, well, Kyle Busch didn't run that race. Yeah, maybe I can get it for cheap now. Yeah, Kyle Busch diagnosed with a severe illness, according to his Twitter account. His wife, I imagine, probably posted that.
Probably.
They didn't disclose what it was. We do know that he was sick at Watkins Glen.
Yep.
And he needed a shot of something at Dover. He still didn't sound awesome.
Yeah.
And now he's hospitalized. Austin Hill will be taking his place in the 8 car. Your face says that like you found that out for the first time because I said it.
Yeah, I didn't read that in our chat, I guess, for some reason. But
it wasn't in the chat. I looked into it.
Oh, okay. Well, good deal.
So Austin Hill will be in the 8 car. I don't know if they have a replacement lined up for the Hendrick lineup for the truck race. Maybe make Raja do both, or Corey Day do both, or Alex Bowman can use some lower series time. Let him do it.
I would go to Alex. That would be a good one because you can't go to like Zilla.
He hasn't run a truck in a while.
Yeah, I haven't. I was gonna say it's been a while since I've even heard him in the truck series. If he wants to do it, yeah, let Alex run it.
I'd buy that shirt.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
I'd buy that shirt.
Yeah, I mean the truck looks sick. So I mean, I don't blame you. I would. Yeah, I think you give it to a younger guy, though, if Kyle can't run it like a Raja or a Corey Day. Let them go and have fun and race a solid top-tier truck because Hostbar's out. Yeah.
But, yeah, no Kyle Busch. We don't know how long it's going to last. We don't know what the problem is. I'm sure that we'll find out eventually what the problem is, but I would imagine it's related to that illness he caught at Watkins Glen.
For sure. I think that's an easy kind of link to go to. And since he's hospitalized, I would say it's definitely not the fact of his, poor performance. So he's not avoiding the race at this point.
No, yeah.
A 600-mile race and shitty equipment just doesn't sound very appealing to me. And I'm not a NASCAR driver, though. So hopefully he gets better.
I do imagine that he will be fine.
Yeah.
It is a severe illness, so I don't know.
Yeah.
That you can take that in a couple different directions, but yeah, our thoughts are with him, and hopefully he makes it out all right, and we see him in a week or two.
Yep. Always. We want Rowdy back on the table, even if he's not performing well. You don't want nobody to be sick and in the hospital.
No, I know it. I know it well.
Yeah.
All right. Lower series stuff. In my timestamp note that it's LSS.
That works.
A truck race Friday at 7:30. Hocevar got pulled from the 77 truck to focus on the 600, which he almost won last year, remember?
Yeah.
Zilich is in the truck. He and Ross Chastain will run all 3 series this weekend. I think that comes out like 1,000-something miles.
Yeah. Almost 1,100 miles, I think.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. It should be a fun weekend down there in Charlotte. With all the racing going on, the weather has not gotten better.
Ugh, I was hoping you'd give me some good news on that.
So Friday, aka tomorrow, cloudy and not as warm with stray thunderstorm. Rain and thunderstorms could impact the race. 55% chance of rain. Saturday, thick cloud cover and humid with a couple showers. Rain and thunderstorms could impact the race. Mostly cloudy and humid with a thunderstorm. Thunderstorms could impact the race on Sunday. Although the percentage did go down.
It's a good sign, I hope. But who really knows with the weathermen and how they predict things? It's going to be raining here. It's already started raining here, and they've got like flash flood warnings and stuff out. And this system's moving generally that direction. So we might be watching a Memorial Day race. Is the feeling?
Listen, if you're going to have a Monday race, like Memorial Day weekend is one of the days that you could probably get away with it.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair. Labor Day weekend too. If hopefully not this Labor Day weekend, but that would be another good race weekend.
Oh, well, we take the extra 2 days off anyway.
Yeah, that's true. We prepare for that. We know we're NASCAR fans, so I think it'll be a good weekend of racing. I like the O'Reilly series has been performing, so I'm not overly worried about that. I hope the trucks are good, but I feel like that series is going to be one of two ways. Someone's either going to be belt to ass, or you're going to be watching a good race. So I still think it's going to be a good weekend, and then the Cup cars, they perform well on this track. So it's going to be overall a good weekend of racing if we can get all the racing in.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if Bob tweeted about the rain. He tweeted about Indy.
Getting some resin in the corners. I saw he said something.
Friday, 85% chance of rain. Saturday, 95% chance of rain. Sunday, 75% chance of rain. Monday, triple header for Memorial Day.
Hey, it started at like 9 o'clock that morning, 7 o'clock that morning.
Zillich is going to be dragging, man.
Dude, he'd be so tired. I bet they'd find last-second replacements for at least him and Ross, because that'd be a lot. I feel like in one day's time, at least you'd have some time to recover if you did it one each day. I hope they get it all in when it's supposed to happen, but I won't be surprised if it's a Monday.
I'd plan on it not.
Yeah.
But
we have lights, though. I know we have lights. We could.
You run late in the night.
Yeah. We have to get it done.
Trucks will be on FS1 on Friday at 7:30, right as of now. Right out of Park Charlotte, Sunday at 5 on the CW as of now. The Cook Street Center, I believe, starts at 6:30.
Yeah. 6:30. I think they changed that.
At night. Ugh. It's a lot. Ugh. It's a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot.
All right. Actually, instead of lower series stuff, I'm just going to call this like Charlotte preview and just combine them all.
I like it.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to DraftKings, the unofficial sportsbook of this podcast. If you want to have a sportsbook, if you have a sportsbook and you want to sponsor us, please let us know. Our wallets and ears are listening. My mouth is talking. It needs to stop. Group A for Charlotte: Denny, Reddick, Larson, Byron.
Byron's got a really good finishing average here, but no speed in the car. Give me Denny. I'm just gonna roll with it's either Denny or Reddick. I feel like
I like Reddick at 250.
Yeah, 250. That's not bad. Is Denny the favorite?
Yeah, plus 190.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Group B: Bell, Blaney, Briscoe, Elliott. I'm gonna take Blaney.
Blaney, yeah, I think you could go Blaney or Bell. Briscoe could surprise, though. I think that could be the surprise there.
Yeah, Bell has 11 average. Blaney is 12th at 16th. He has one top 5. Or no top 5s.
Wow.
That's no top 5s here. Maybe Blaney was not a good pick. We'll see. Group C, Hocevar, Gibbs, Busher, Logano.
I'm gonna roll with Hocevar. I mean, you just said it. He almost won it last year. So before the chocolate milk incident on the track, when his motor blew. So I'll roll with him.
Yep. Obviously he DNF'd, but he finished 4th in the second stage. Like that's gonna count for something.
Yeah.
How? Group D: Bubba, Brad, Chastain, and Bowman. I'm gonna say Brad.
Yeah, Brad. I mean, I think you have to Brad or Bubba there, and I don't like Bowman's speed unless he just pulls off the truck and they get to qualify and he shows a ton of it right offhand. I think you go Bubba or Brad.
And so if you pick Reddick, Blaney, Hocevar, Keselowski, put $100 down, you win $12,000.
I'm telling you, just got to split it 1 week and see how we do.
Yeah. Denny versus Blaney.
Denny.
Byron versus Reddick.
Reddick.
Bubba versus Brad.
Brad.
Bell versus Larson.
Bell.
I'm right down with you.
Okay.
$100 on that, you win $934.
That's not bad. I was watch Larson come out and like put Bell to ass though this weekend.
He's due.
Yeah, I mean he hasn't done it yet this year and completed it, so I wouldn't be surprised. But right now, I don't think he's going to win.
And none of these parlays are worth a damn. Okay. Yeah, expectations for the Coke 600 if it happens.
If it happens, should be good. I mean, I think
best oval on the freaking circuit.
Yep. I mean, it's right up there. You can't deny it's at least top 3. Like I could say, people might argue Kansas and some would argue Vegas, but I'm with you. Charlotte's top of the list for me. Homestead even you could put in there, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a good race. I don't have any reason to not expect it to be a good race as long as they get it in. Which I hope it's not one of those like halfway BS type races.
Yeah, that would suck. I'd rather race on Monday than it go halfway.
Same. Yeah, I don't like if we're on Monday and we can't race on Tuesday for some reason, like I get it at that point, but if you got a whole nother day of racing possible, let's just go ahead and run it and quit running to the halfway mark. Other than that, though, as long as we don't see that, I think we'll have a good race to talk about next week.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Our eliminator pick, obviously on the wheel, you win by a hair.
Just a hair.
Jones goes 3rd. Austin Dillon goes 4th. There goes my Richmond pick.
My Darlington pick. So
now we're at the Coke 600, and I pick first. Fuck. Oh boy. Do I take another? Am I gonna use this guy anywhere else? We got another couple plate races left. I don't want to do that. I already used him. Damn it. Ooh, have I used him yet? I do not believe that I have. I have not. Ross Chastain.
Damn it! Took my pick.
Son of a bitch.
Fuck.
Go back in the well, buddy.
God dang it. Oh, shit. Okay.
Finally, I got you.
I know. Do I want to use a good pick, like a top tier pick here? I think I'm actually going to roll with Brad.
That's who I was going to pick. And then there's a couple plate races left. I don't want to use it yet.
Yeah.
I'm just confirming you have not used Brad yet.
No. Thankfully. I debated on Byron, but I just feel like
I already used him, so.
Yeah. I feel like he could be more beneficial down the line for me.
You hope if he turns it up.
Yeah, I hope anyway. But
yeah, Ross versus Brad is the battle.
I mean, if they both somehow finish in the top 10, are we just good luck at this point? Because we, got Eric Jones and
then I'm picking Bowman every week.
There we go.
I don't care if I've used them already or not.
Oh God.
All right. Outro. Quick episode today.
Outro.
Very, very quick episode today. Any final thoughts, lasting words with the folks at home?
No, nothing I can really think of other than the usual. Make sure you engage with us on all the social medias. Work's been kicking my butt this week, so the social media manager's been kind of slacking. But make sure you engage with us either way.
For sure. Yep. Make sure you give us a like and subscribe. Make sure you give us some comments, feedback, whatever, however you want to do it. Yeah. No, we'll see you after the Cook 600, and next week we're talking about Nashville. Oh,
Nashville.
I hate that track.
I don't mind it, but I can understand.
I hate that track. So we'll talk about Nashville after the Cook 600. Hopefully we get it all in. Have a happy, long weekend. We'll see you all next week.
Next week.